Hi, I'm Greg Treat, and this is another episode of Between Two Chambers. I think, is this week 5?
This is week 5.
Yes, week 5. I lose track of time. Again, Senator Greg Treat, Senate District 47, the majority floor leader on the Senate side, joined with John.
And I'm John Eccles, House District 90, majority floor leader on the House side. And I appreciate it. We have a new atmosphere here because the Senator was kind enough to come over to the floor leader's office. We normally film in the Senate chamber, in the Senate member lounge.
Yeah, to find my way over here, ask directions. There's nice. You got a nice space over here.
We do. I knew they had to draw you a map for the Senator to find the House side.
Yeah. I used my little compass on my phone over there. It was great.
That's right.
Met some new people. You have some friendly people over here.
We do a couple. We're in deadline week now, so we just got off the floor. It was actually a busy day on the House floor. We only heard 3 bills, but they were the A through F, setting up the
I got upset. We got 23. I was trying to get 27 today. So
well, then you got 20 more than we did. It was about 2 an hour, and we did the wind zero emission, and then we did the just got done with some changes to 1492.
And we did notification issues on the wind as well about setbacks and about airports. And do you have a real airport, or is it just to try to stake your claim and say no one can build anything by us? We did that today. Also notification to oil and gas industry when the big wind turbines are going up, kind of have more cooperation between those two energy producers.
Absolutely, and it was exciting so the viewers know we were working together on this wind issue.
We were. A lot of back and forth on this, and a lot of cooperation, a lot of timing. Still isn't done. We still got work to do. We've got to cross the rotunda. That's the reason we're between two chambers and trying to make sure that we'll get it done. But we've talked about stopping the bleeding on the wind tax credits, and I'm pleased to see that you passed that today.
And it was a great deal. This was an agreed issue. It was a priority of the Senate, a priority of the House. It ends the tax credit July 1, 2017. And
if I would have told you last year we could do that, people would be cheering in the streets. We'd have mass chaos of conservatives saying we got it done.
Yeah, that's right.
Now some people are saying we didn't go far enough.
No.
But it's the credit is a 10-year credit. So even though we get it off the books now, it will run for 10 years, those people. But they have to have an operational turbine actually spinning, producing power, putting power into the line to qualify before July 1.
That's right.
And I think it's a monumental task to get that done and to get agreement on that.
And we passed a teacher pay raise off the floor, 1, 2, 3 plan, title on, and there's lots of issues, and we're working on how to fund the first 1,000. But one of my points in debate, I got to carry that bill for the speaker, is the $2,000 teacher pay raise. If that's what both chambers decide on, we just paid for 25 to 50 million of the 100 million we need by passing this bill. You have Leader Treat, myself, the pro tem and the speaker. I said it on the floor. I mean it. We're not setting budgets for 1 year now. We're passing plans for budgets 4 years from now. We're working on it right now.
Absolutely. And you've heard us on this show before talk about taking the title off or having a live round. All these bills have title on. They're live rounds. They're ready to go. We got the emergency on the Senate side on that deal, and so we're good to go. But this week we got done with deadline week of the committee week last week, so we've been on the floor, seeing our colleagues a lot more, running a lot more bills. We need to average about 35 bills a day in order to get all the bills heard. That's assuming every bill gets heard and every author wants to hear their bill. But most of them, a lot of them, 165 of them still don't have a House author yet. So that cuts our workload quite a bit.
We're running into similar issues here, and the bottom line is if I have any members watching this, go get your Senate authors or I won't schedule your bill.
I say the same exact thing. I say don't go get your House author because it really frees up my Yes.
And one of the things that's happening in both chambers that I think is part of the communication with us, we're moving at great efficiency. Both chambers are moving along, getting the people's business done. We both have anticipation.
Increasing transparency too with our list. I mean, it's a huge deal. I don't think people realize it's a little bit inside baseball, but Leader Eccles and I have changed the agendas for both chambers. We kind of did it unbeknownst. I found out on the air a couple weeks ago that he was doing it, and I was already going that track. But it really gives people the ability to know when legislation's coming up, what is coming up in what order, and so far the members, by and large, are extremely excited about it.
They're loving it, and never to be outdone by the Senate. If you go to www.okhouse.gov, go to the daily activities calendar. We have started putting ours online.
Yes.
So the general public can look at what are we doing that day, How do we know? And all joking aside, that's a large deal that the leader and I both came up with independently. Well, and there's a lot of great things going. We're finishing up our deadline week. We extended the deadline for 2 weeks. We're going to meet briefly for spring break, and then the next week. And I think there's more good stuff to come, and we'll see everybody back again next week.
Yeah, look forward to it. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. This is Between Two Chambers.